Hello guys, we're getting started here in just a minute. Just gonna share the link here. Alright. Okay, we got some. It's been a minute. People were on vacations and stuff, 4th of July shenanigans and all that. No problem, Amari Game Garner. That's perfectly fine. I get it. Life happens, you know. Opening match here is some XAW action. The opening match, the XAW title's on the line. Felicia defending it against Tina. I'm doing good. Doing good. Alright, let's see how this one goes here. This is part of the final week of the season 5 of TWN. So I'm doing the last 2 shows of it tonight. This is the first of the 2. DPS's stuff will be after. Okay, no worries, Amari Garner. No worries, I'll be around.
Fight.
Oh, missed the tackle there. Hey Debo, how you doing? I get ya. Busy day myself, did some work. Have a couple streams planned for tonight. This is the first of the 2. Oh wow. That's rough. Yeah, should have got a lot more. Geo Cyclone Suplex.
Break. One. Give up. Give up.
Well, that's that's the justice system, unfortunately.
Give up.
I mean, I'm not gonna pretend to be like 100% expert in that kind of stuff, especially during a wrestling stream. That I'm definitely not one to talk about that stuff. But I will say that it is definitely
Give up.
there's adjustments
Give
do
up.
need to be made. That's for sure.
Give up.
Just common sense stuff that they're just blinded to for no reason. Really should get body slammed out of the ring there.
2, 3.
1, 2.
Tiger Bomb. Goes for a figure 4.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Yeah,
Give up.
it's one of those things where it starts off simple, then somebody takes advantage of it, and then they make a rule to prevent people from doing that. And then people adapt and find something else, and they do that, and it just domino effect, rinse and repeat, until one day we just have a mess of rules and stuff that doesn't make a lick of sense now, but probably did back in the day because of odd things. But oh, being set up top. Ah, pounce there. Roll up.
1, 2.
2. Oh.
10 minutes.
1, 2.
Another Tiger Bomb. Figure 4.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Ah. You know, I guess tossed out of the ring. Both. Oh, big strike there.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
No, Frankensteiner.
1, 2.
Only 2.
1, 2,
Oh, it's like moonsault.
4, 5, 6.
It does happen from time to time. It doesn't happen super often, but it does happen every once in a while. I try to not like. I try to design what the TWYW stuff. Oh, Xbox interfering. The TWYWA stuff in a way where it kind of prevents stuff like DQs and countouts from happening all the time. Because even though it does happen in real life, when we do this stuff, we want to see like matches play out.
8,
Oh, double interference.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Ugh. The heel way. Oh no! Tina has to tap. Felicia retains the title. Game 6, that bad opener right there. Alright, next we got the tag titles are being defended. Felicia and Keo defending against Rio and Yuri. See how it goes. Alright, let's see if these two can defend these tag titles again here. You never know.
Give up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. That's definitely cat driven.
Break.
Ah, big maneuver right there. Yeah, EA's once because EA's garbage. That's the thing. Like, EA is... It makes me sad, because I remember back in the day, the 6th gen PS2, Xbox, GameCube, Dreamcast era, where EA was just, like, on fire on everything. You know, sports games, regular games, they couldn't go wrong. And then all of a sudden, once that next gen comes, they start slipping. And now it's just nothing. Yeah, it did. Well, here, that's an interesting situation, because apparently, technically, EA always had something in that company, but they didn't get fully bought till the 144. But so far from what I heard, and Slapshot Sean, who's in the Retro Sports Gamer Discord, he owns that game, and So he would know, but from what I heard, outside of some opening glitch stuff that's been, a lot of it's been fixed in patches, it's been doing really well. It is scary though that EA has that name there, so I don't know like how much EA is going into that game. I don't know how much they are because I think it might, if we're lucky, it's a situation where they're just like, okay, you're making enough money as is, you just do you, and we'll do us. Something like that. Hi, Ronnie Garner. Yeah. Didn't miss a ton. This match 2 here tonight. Like I said earlier, I'm doing a second stream. It's going to be DPS's FTOA show after this stream. Attitude adjustment. Interesting. I know they lost their FIFA license. I know they're losing that. But I haven't heard anything about NFL yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. They haven't had a good NFL game in, God, forever. Like, I would consider their last good NFL game probably Madden 25 is I mean, fine, but I would dare say sometime in the PS3 era, like 10 or 11 in PS3 would be the last, like, reasonably good one. The last great one would have been the PS2 era. I'm doing good. Kind of had some 4th of July stuff. Most been keeping up with streams. Had some Madden 12 and 13. A lot of people might disagree on 13, but here's the thing. Like, I didn't get a PS3 till 13 and 25, and those are the only PS3 Madden games I ever played. All the other ones before I played on PS2. So when I first got 13, it blew my fucking mind. Although I will admit, after playing around with it for a little bit, I did start to notice there are some things missing in that one that were in the PS2 versions. I don't know how they're gonna do that, to be honest. That's gonna be weird. I mean, they could go back to the 4 digits like Madden 2025 or something like that. I don't know. Or just Roman numeral it. Or like... Or fan 4 stick it with the, like, Madden Forever or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. And to be honest... Leo interfering here. To be honest, I mean... Yeah, same. I mean, I did review all the PS3 Maddens on the channel a while back, so I have played all of them, and I mean, 15, like the ones after 25, like 15, 16, and 17, I wouldn't call them like dreadful playing experiences from an exhibition standpoint, but they're not games I would recommend getting into. I grew up with 25 a lot. I would consider 25 better than 13 from my memories and everything, but I haven't played those games in a long time. Like the Madden games, and the 90% of the Madden games I'll probably end up playing is going to be on the PS2 gen and before. I don't really see myself, unless people want to see like some PS3 360 Madden action. I wouldn't mind diving into those if there's people looking for that, but to be honest, I'd rather, once I get the stuff I need, I'd rather get the college football games going. I just been waiting to do that because I'm still missing an installment to get the thing going with that. It's just been tough to get those things going just because of money and having to look for the game, having to find a copy that works, having to have the money to get it, and then have the money to get a new one in case the one I get is accidentally shit.
Break.
Yeah, rope break there. Man, this has been Big strikes.
What?
Ooh, big elbow strike from the top rope. The tag champs might be in trouble here. The challengers seem to be handling them pretty well. Murder knees, and he taps! We got new tag champs! Next match here is a cage match. Ash Crimson against Blue Mary here. Yeah, in the cage. To be honest, a lot of that has to do with the fact that the OG ones, the OG ones, at first, a lot of it is, it's a good question. To be honest, a lot of it is, well, let's look at what we have out right now. In terms of major, like, AAA wrestling games, it's really the 2K series and AEW Fight Forever that's out right now. Those are the two ones there. And the 2K wrestling games, especially 2K22, and even though I haven't played it yet, I assume 2K23 aren't bad. I think what makes the older ones hit harder than the newer ones is really the engine. The engine to those games is the games like No Mercy and Here Comes the Pain. The thing what makes Here Comes the Pain such a fun game to play is that every action feels hard hitting. Like it's one of the most hard hitting games I've ever played. Like playing it for me is like a euphoric journey into like dishing out the pain. Like literally dishing out the pain. But I don't know why they had to. I don't know why they teetered off from that. I'm not sure, but I think what really I think the biggest issue more than anything is, well, it's the rosters. Like the rosters back in the day and the stuff with it, because wrestling games are a unique breed compared to traditional sports games, because wrestling games more than regular sports games can stick out with each installment because the roster and what's available in the game can vary so much from installment to installment. Like 13 was Attitude Era, so it had a bunch of Attitude Era shit, but the next one was 14 was 30 years of WrestleMania, so they had a gajillion WrestleMania stuff. But if you're an Attitude Era guy, you may prefer 13 because it had Attitude Era shit in it. So a lot of it, why the original ones stand out so much is because there was so much diversity from installment to installment. Nowadays, a combination of that and I think gameplay. The gameplay to newer games is good. I'm not going to argue against that. But I think what really makes it tough to get into for a lot of people is, you see, the older games, they had a little bit more character going, a little more natural story flow going. Nowadays, it's very match-to-match kind of shit. And to be honest, nowadays people want sandbox experiences with their wrestling games. You know? They want to control everything. And the unfortunate part with WWE, the 2K games, is that I think there's more of it in 23, but those storytelling elements, it's hard to... They don't really have a lot of that implemented very well. in all honesty. And I think that what prevents people from sticking around with those games is that the setup process takes the most time. And then when you finally got shit set up and you go through shit, you're just like, oh wow, there's like literally just a match by match thing. There's a rivalry system, but it's not really lively, or there's not. It's very. You have to have the game. It works if you have a community with it. Like if you have a bunch of friends or buddies in person or online who do shit with you and have a blast with it. That's kind of what we do with TWN and YWA on this channel. But yeah, like I think the other thing too, compared to the newer stuff, is there was a lot more competition in the older days with wrestling games. Kinda. I don't know. I wouldn't say competition necessarily, but I just think the older games, the control system just had a way of hitting. And like I said, I think the roster makes a difference. I think wrestlers today are a little bit more cookie cutter than wrestlers back in the day. So and there's a lot of legendary guys back then. What was it? Ash Crimson and Blue Mary. I kind of lost my concentration a little bit there. I mean, there's some great indie wrestling games out right now that capture a lot of that magic. Like Wrestling Empire's fantastic. I love that one. I wish I could do more of that on the channel. And I should. I should plan on trying to do that. It's just I already have so much bulked out as is. There's that. There's a new one called Ultra Pro Wrestling coming out soon that looks really good. Action Arcade Wrestling solid. I don't play that one as much on the channel. I kind of wish I did. The only reason why I don't is because of the game it doesn't quite, because really with wrestling games for me is that, especially sandbox style, I like to like do shit with it. And that game has a lot of stuff there, but I just wish it was just a little bit more polished. And I kind of wish there was more options to make matches feel a little bit more, not simulation, but a little bit more bigger, like epicer. Like something more closer to like a Fire Pro CPU, because what makes Fire Pro, for example, one of the top games for like indie shit, is because the CPU is so like solid. Yeah, oh yeah, like even Legends can vary from installment to installment. Like that's a big thing there too. And another thing with wrestling games too, that I think reason why a lot of people like them is the creativity aspects of it. Like it's very easy to get super creative with it, because you could do that with sports games too, but it's a little bit lengthier and a lot bigger, and you don't always have the tools to do what you want. But wrestling games, especially the current ones, do. Now, older games, it can be a little tough. Older wrestling games, ironically, it can be very tough to do sandbox stuff. And I think a lot of the times they get a pass because the rosters and everything are so solid and fantastic that people are perfectly fine with just going with that. But here's the thing, Here Comes the Pain, for example, that is really, there's like no belt options in that game at all. Like even Shut Your Mouth that came before it, they'll even let you wear the WWE belts like attires, like part of attire to like the ring and stuff. They don't even let you do that in Here Comes the Pain. Like Here Comes the Pain, the reason why I haven't done sandbox shit with Here Comes the Pain on the channel is because it doesn't let you do anything with belts at all, like not even close. And that's what really holds it back for me, which sucks, because it's definitely the biggest one. But between that and the fact that No Mercy has that save glitch, the two biggest wrestling games ever just aren't the most friendliest for sandbox stuff, and it sucks, but Yeah, once things got more detailed, it really kind of made things a little bit more different. But to be honest, I think with the WWE games, I think Universal Mode will be better if they added just a bunch more cutscenes and a lot more story stuff. You know, something like a season mode in like Shut Your Mouth or No Mercy or something like that. Only it's the characters you put in the situation scenarios you do. I mean, you could create a story in the 2K games, Blood Mist DDT, but they took that out after 14 and never brought it back. So that's something that I think they should consider doing, in all honesty. I think that's something that they really need to step up on.
Give up. Give up. Yeah.
The only other thing about those... Oh, rammed in the cage. The only other thing about those games, too, is that even though they give you the tools to, like, do any wrestling promotion, they can make it pretty tricky to do that without being reminded it's a WWE game. And I get it, it is a WWE game, but if you're going to own all these promotions, like 90% of the ones ever, and you're going to have a game with sandbox options, let people go all out with it. But...
Yeah.
Another Blood Mist DDT. Blue Mary is busted open.
1, 2.
Oh, another great indie wrestling game. Well, I don't know if everyone would agree with that. Retromania Wrestling. That game's really good, but unfortunately, it's just the developers are very slow in adding stuff, and there's like no creation features in that game. But it has a great presentation style. The gameplay's solid. It has excellent diversity in wrestlers in the rings, in arenas and everything. But and even match stuff. But it just needs more, like, in the creation department. And there's a lot of DLC stuff that they've been very slow to get out. So a lot of people just...
1, 2, 3.
Oh, they're another win for Ash Crimson. They lost a lot of fans, which sucks because I like that game, but when it comes to wrestling games for me, like, I'm always gonna go for sandbox shit. And there's some games, and unfortunately not every wrestling game, despite the quality, allows you to do that. Now, granted, you could get creative even further with that, because here comes the pain. Even though you can't do like belt stuff there, I mean, if you really want to do sandbox shit with that game that badly, you could. You're just gonna have to look past it a lot. It's just, for me, I need more. I mean, there's mods you can do to get shit going. And if you have the expertise in patience, you could certainly do that. But I don't have those. That's why you don't see those often, if at all, on my channel, because I just don't have what it takes. Next match is a tag match. Keo and Shingo versus Lammy and Rami. Okay, let's get that going. Wrestling Revolution, Wrestling Empire. Yeah, I haven't played Revolution, but Empire I played. I played it on the Switch. But I am knowledge of M. Dickey because I used to play. He has a superhero game that I played quite a bit in college on phone. So I was familiar with him when that game came out, and I love that game. There's some stuff in it that I wish would be a little different, but it is a lot of fun, and you can do so much in it. It's sandbox in a different way. It's sandbox like a GTA game where you could do a lot of stuff, but you're not in control of everything. That's the trick with that. But I love that game. I wish I could stream it on the channel. The only thing is, I'll have to check it again. Maybe it's changed. But last I checked, you didn't really have any save slots. Your career was your career. And I'm fine with starting over fresh. But the only thing is, I could never, like, play that game's mode with that going on and not have it like on stream or video or whatever. So that's the only thing that kind of prevents me from doing that, because I play that game very sporadically, and I like to be able to do that without like having to like sacrifice continuity with like whatever project I may do with it. I mean, I could get it on another system like PC or phone even, which I actually might do, in all honesty. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm just gonna have to like figure out how I'm gonna approach things. But I already got minimum 2 stuff going on with right now with Fire Pro stuff. So anything after that I do live stream wise is gonna have to be something that people are dying for. That's kind of the thing. But yeah, mobile is a big platform for game stuff. It has been for quite a long time, just because it gets everybody. Even my mom plays games on mobile phones. She's not even a gamer, so yeah, it's definitely something that definitely hits everyone. I do prefer games on consoles over phones, because I like being able to sit and play like on the screen and stuff, because I already look at my phone already quite a bit as is, so anything I can do without it is always welcomed. Oh yeah, M. Dickey's like fantastic. Like, I have heard that he has been planning on like releasing a lot of his old games into console at some point, remasters or whatever, which would be great. Yeah, he has it down. Yeah, and I like being able to look at the big screen. And to be honest, the phones, I try to be aware of how much time I spend on my phone, because I do use my phone a lot for shit, and I try to not get too, because I used to play games on my phone all the time, like a 2 or 3 at a time, but I stopped doing that because I just got into gaming on consoles, and I just prefer doing that over the phone. And to be honest, I have a Switch. There's a lot of ways to do like portable gaming outside of the phone, and that I'd rather do.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
A lot of like spread out fighting in these group matches here.
1, 2.
Roll up.
1, 2.
Oh yeah, I love my Switch. I feel bad for all the consoles I own, because I look at all of them like, man, I know I can play more of you guys, but it's tough. Yeah, I never had a DS. Like, other portable systems I have right now is, I have a PSP and a Vita. Out of the two, I probably see myself playing the PSP more, because its library is just more rich and dynamic of games, even though the Vita is a better system. And I love the Vita, but there's just not a lot there for playing games on there, unfortunately. It sucks, but it's just the way it is. Reverse Goribon special gets interrupted.
Yeah. 1, 2. Break. 1. 1.
Hello, tag. Wow, a suplex with a follow-up cover from the other guy. Look at that. That was pretty solid work there from the two. $75. Now, semi-main event's a landmine death match. Leo's fighting Zangief. Yeah, I don't think I played the Lego games before, but I heard that a lot of them are very good. Zangief, Leo. Okay, see how it goes. Oh man, that sucks. Because Roblox is massive, and the fact that it's not on console is kind of weird because here's the thing, because Minecraft, which I would consider like similar to Roblox, even though Roblox, from what I've seen, is a lot more creatively opened.
Give up.
But yeah, the fact that it's on console is kind of amazing because it really one of the biggest games, especially for people on the younger side, even though like everyone I know has played it at some point. It is amazing that it hasn't got a console. It really is. Oh, but Zangief's already busted open. Ooh, bear hug. Both men busted open now.
1.
Yeah, driver.
1, 2. Give up.
Flash.
1, 2.
5 minutes gone.
One, two. Give up. Give up.
Oh yeah, exactly. And here's the thing, like, and I think that should go for like a lot of video game servers. I think at this point, especially for games like Call of Duty or stuff, I think there needs to be like servers need to be divided up more. Like, if not by age, by skill set, because there's just way too many times where noobs get mixed in with teams with experienced guys, and it leads to like chaos and madness and all that. So yeah, servers need to be divided up, and I know they have the tech for it for sure. Oh, Suzuki pile driver.
One, two. Whoa.
Turbo drop.
One, two.
Oh, right in the back of the head. Fighting.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, eats a landmine. Big chair shot in the back of the head. Another Suzuki pile driver.
One, two. Break.
Fighting again, but ropes save him. Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, no, they shouldn't.
One.
It just will spell disaster. Oh, look at that. Zangief with the win after the pile driver. $100. Wow, that's gonna boost things up a little bit for Eli's promotion here. Alright, main event is a barbed wire death match. Hager's going against Mr. Karate. No, they're definitely. There should be more effort to separate the two groups, because online is here to stay. It's not going anywhere now. It's kind of like when Batman shows up to Gotham for the first time. There's no going back. It's Pandora's box. So you gotta adjust things so that nothing fucky. I mean, fucky shit can happen no matter what, but it wouldn't hurt to make it a hell of a lot harder to do. Because it's just one of those things where it definitely needs, like, there should be separation. Because here's the other thing too, no one wants to talk, like, a person in their right mind's not going to want to talk to a little kid on those things. They're just not. So, and a kid really shouldn't want to be on those anyway, in all honesty, because I don't know. I mean, I know sometimes younger kids can get a little rebellious and they think, oh, I'm totally an adult, even though they're not, and they shouldn't be. But some kids just have that rebel, like, I can do whatever I want attitude. So sometimes kids, they'll just try to do shit no matter what you tell them. But like I said, there's safeguards and there should be shit there to kind of make sure that doesn't happen, because it's just messy. It's not something it's something nobody wants, but it can happen anyway, which sucks. But But that's why it's important for people to keep an eye on, be aware, and make sure that if they do sneak in, that the people running the shit knows about it and they can do what they need to do to take care of it. Alright. Oop. And then going up against Mr. Karate. Interesting. Alright. Let's see how it goes.
Fight! Kissatsu! Give up? Give up? Give up?
Yeah, there should be expectations because here's the thing, like, I get it that, because here's the thing, you may not like every single person that joins the thing, but you need more of a reason other than the vibe, because, well, yeah, and well, a lot of it too is because that's the thing. You see, this is important to see this kind of stuff right now, because it's kind of like how I was talking about earlier. Whenever something cool starts, there's like little to no rules and everyone's having fun and doing good stuff, but then there's always that asshole, that dick, that tries to take advantage of shit and either succeeds and fails later on or fails at the beginning. Either way, the people see it, the people running it, and they say, okay, we're going to have to add this rule or change this rule to make sure it doesn't happen again. And it chips away at the fun element. And then you multiply that by years and multiple events of people doing it in all sorts of different ways, and then one day you wake up and the thing's just a big, like, conceptual mess, and barely anyone plays it because it's not fun anymore because all the freedom's gone because too many people kept fucking around with it. That's an important thing to see, because there's ways of doing that kind of stuff without, like, making it shitty. But people don't always catch that early on because people don't think about it with the newer stuff out right now because it's new. I mean, who would? But if they're gonna start being picky on who's moderating what and whatever, that kind of stuff, then it's gonna start a chain reaction for different things that not everyone may be prepared for. So it's very important that people get the solution right the first time around, because if you get the solution wrong and it sticks around for a bit, it can create a mess.
Give up? Give up? Give up? One, two.
Gourd Buster.
Come on.
Another gourd buster. Ooh, the strike 3.
1, 2. Come on. Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Both men. Well, Hager's busted open. I don't know about Mr. Karate right there. He still looks pretty kept together. Schoolboy. Ooh. Steiner screwdriver with the figure 4.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Getting close to explosion time.
Come on.
Oh wait, somebody's still breathing. Oh, Hager's standing after being busted open the whole match. She's the one that stands tall. Let's see when the ref comes to.
Come on.
Big win for Hager there. Another 100. Alright. So I'm going to do some calculations here and see how Eli did for his show here. Alright, Eli got an 87 here. So, solid show for him. Definitely, the last two matches definitely saved him because he was looking kind of on the low 80 side a little bit towards the end of things. But those last two matches kind of picked things up a bit for him. But yeah, so I do plan on streaming again in a little bit. It's going to be some FTOA stuff from DPS for TWN, so keep an eye out for that tonight. I'll update if anything changes, of course, but that's the plan. And then I'll talk more about streaming schedule stuff in that stream as well. So, but yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks for watching. In case you guys wanted to chat with anyone at the Campy Company and you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.